So, um, I'm back again on my channel. I'm back again to share some thoughts about a lot of things that happen in this forex space right now, the forex in the financial market, and there's a lot of things happening. There's a lot of challenges. People are facing a lot of challenges. So let me shift close. People are facing a lot of challenges in the stock market and even the forex market, and a lot of people are out here saying that the market is like this, the market was never like this, the market was never bad like this. The financial market has never been easy for anyone to trade, and you have to know that, and you have to adapt to the system. You have to have what you have to have. You have to know what you have to know. And I want to give you one example. When when a lady or a young guy become an adult, being an adult is from let's say roughly from 18, when you reach, you reach your 20, 21, 25, you are around your adulthood, right? And then, so the thing here is one thing that I want you guys to know. There is always knowledge out here. There is always something to learn. There is always new something. There's a lot of things. There's always new things in life to learn. But do you know the one thing that you have to do? You have to stick to what you know. If you really understand that where you get your source of knowledge is from the right place, you have to stick to what you know. When you stick to what you know, you establish with what you know, you get something out of what you know, then you get to add more to what you want to know more. Because there's always knowledge here. In life, there's a lot of things that happens in our life. There is stage by stage of process every human being goes through. You get me? The more exposed a woman is, the harder that woman will stick to one man. The more exposed a young man is, the harder that young man get to be disciplined. You get me? So it is the world always have something to give to you as a human being. But the thing that is there is that if you have been exposed to these things, are you sure you're going to have this discipline? Are you sure you're going to stick to one thing and be consistent and also be very, very effective and focused? Exposing yourself is not bad, but do you think if you expose yourself to some level, will you be willing to have that discipline? Will you have that hunger of sticking to some rules in your life and following it properly? This is the most important thing. And I still want to state this to a lot of you people who people will come here and say this and that, you have to be disciplined. Yes, but for a person to become disciplined is when you fail in some areas of life. You get me? And then you reform yourself and then you stick to what you know and you work with what you know. That is when the discipline start getting an edge. But when you're starting life, you test some things, you do this one, you do that one, things, then from there you restrict, you work on yourself, you do the right thing. And then the next thing I want to talk about is about you know the chart on its own. The market, one thing I don't want you to be looking at the chart as if it's just a normal chart. I want you to be looking at the forex or the futures chart as a human behavior, because you see what is happening on the chart. All those things are being moved by human behavior. If Donald Trump do it, make a policy with the Senate or whatsoever, it's going to change a lot of things within the country. So it's going to affect a lot of things within our earth, you understand, or within a country or a community, and then it will affect the financial market, it will affect the chart. So I want you to be looking at it that way, and I want you to project yourself, to adjust yourself, to understand the movement of human beings, the behavior of human beings, so that you can be able to predict the market very properly, to predict it in the right way, because at the end of the day, human behavior distribute to make the market moves, and then your technical analysis make you to act. So these are the forms that you have to understand, and I don't want you to rely on those things. When people go and learn about fundamentals, they rely on fundamentals. When people go and learn about technical analysis, they rely on technical analysis. They go and learn this one, they rely on that. You don't want to rely on those factors. You want to be self-aware of those things, and you want to act or execute your plan according to what you are saying, but you don't want to rely on them, because if you now rely on them, it become a solid belief of you. You become a solid belief. Now you're backing your belief towards those things. When you rely. So relying and being aware is a different scenario, it's a different word, and it's a different meaning entirely. So you have to be like a person who is self-aware, not that you are relying on it. You understand? There are some traders who rely on technical analysis. There are some traders who rely on fundamental analysis. There are some traders who rely on price action. I don't want you as a trader to rely on those, those factors. I want you to be self-aware and execute and act according to what you are saying. You shouldn't be that trader who is trying to be like, I'm relying on this, because I've seen tons of traders, tons of people, tons of human behaviors rely on a particular thing that they could have been self-aware rather than relying on it. Because when you rely on something, it becomes like you believe in that thing, and then it becomes as if when you believe in something that much, it becomes as if it becomes like you believe in it, that it will not fail you. That is what it is. But if you are just self-aware that yes, this factor include in the financial market, this factor make a change in the market or the price movement, you will be more likely to be like self-aware and be able to execute with the technicals that you are saying. But all of these factors are not going to be factors that you will believe or rely on, that these are the things that will make you become that profitable trader. Rather, these are factors or tools that is giving you that self-awareness, whereby you can be able to feel like, yes, this factor has aligned, let me execute. You are now doing things in probability. You're not doing things in like trying to make things, believe or whatsoever you want to call it. So that is the key, the factors that you should be looking at. And then another thing that you need to be looking at as a trader or a day trader, and I also see a lot of people talk about this, saying that if you make like a couple of X, then probably you shouldn't be trading, right? You should just close your laptop and go out and find something doing. Or if you make a loss, you should close your laptop and then leave the chart and go and find something doing. Well, let me tell you something. The factors that you have to be looking at. In trading, we don't win every day. But the days you are winning, make sure you are winning. You get me? If I'm up in London section, $500 to $600, what I'm able to do in the next section that is coming, I'm going to double down. I'm going to trade if I see a lot of opportunity. I trade based on opportunity that I'm seeing. I'm not trading based on factors of target or losses or whatsoever. I'm trading based on the opportunities. It comes back to human behavior. We project ourselves based on the opportunities we see, not based on saying if I make a tons of money, if I lose a tons of money, I will close the chart, I'm gonna leave. You are not like that. We trade, human being trade based on the opportunity. Let's say you go in the market, right? You are selling something, and then you go in the market around 6 to 7 o'clock. All the goods you take in the market, you sell all of them, right? You make tons of profit. And now, what is happening now? Are you going to go back home and take some product that you have and back home and bring it back to the market and sell, or you're gonna close that day and say you have sell off, I'm going to come the next day? Rather, you are still self-aware that if I come the next day, I don't know what is going to happen. It's rather I make it or I lose. But now I have the opportunity to sell all my goods and go home and take some products and come back and make more sales. Then I will not sell, because I will not go and bring my product simply because I sell this one. I'm having a target of saying this and that. So you don't want to have that in your mindset. What you want to have in your mindset should be simple as possible. What you should be looking at is, firstly, you want to be that person who is that when you see opportunities are coming, you are executing, you are taking action, you are making what you're making, and you are taking the losses you are taking, right? At the end of the day, you are up, and the days that you are losing, these are my days of losing, and I'm doing what I have to do. This is what I have to do. And when you are doing things right, why are you complaining about your losses? Because these are the the opportunities that presented themselves when you were winning. So why am I complaining about losing? It is what it is. This is the market under probability. We are just self-aware. We are not relying on any factor. So what it is what it is. So we have to move with what we know and move ahead. So these are things that you should be looking at. These are factors that you should pour your mind into, and also be self-aware and be in the moment so that you can be able to make great decisions rather than sitting down there putting some targets, saying this and saying that. So these are things that I think most traders should be looking at. You get me? Be self, be like, you are self-aware of the fundamental. You are self-aware of what Trump can say on the Twitter, on X. You're self-aware of what will happen on the technical, but you are not relying on those factors. These are factors that make you take decisions based on technical, but again, you are not relying on those things. And your risk management implies you have to have a good risk management for you to move on. And so even with your risk management, and your risk management still come towards the way you present yourself, the way you carry yourself during your trading section. You get me? The movement in the market, the opportunity you are seeing, that will make you execute. You are not just trading randomly, but you are trading based on what you know. And for those of you who have not acquired a good knowledge about trading, you have to find someone. I know it's very tough, or you have to take your time and look at the chart deeply and figure out what is working now, so that you can be able to do what you have to do. Thank you for watching my video. God bless you. Peace.